All right, we got in this boat radio. Customer says it doesn't work. It is. I don't even know what this is. Model GX 1800 GPS. Not sure. I looked up the spec. It's 11 to 16 volts, something like that. Check and see what we've got as far as resistances. That's our ground. Hook up some power, see what we get. All right, let's get the voltage on here. We've got it set for 12 volts. And we're seeing nothing. Let's push the power button. 35 milliamps. It pops up for a second. Let's hold it for a minute, see what happens here. And I'm seeing nothing. All right, let's pop it open and see what we get. So I'm a little curious on what's going on under here. And what is all this? I hope this isn't really shorted together. I might have to look this up in the manual and see if they've got stuff shorted here. Okay, well, no, that pops open really quick. Interesting. Of course, it's going to be one of these ones where we can't see what we're doing on anything. Well, we can start first place. Let's disconnect this microphone. What we got here? Speaker. It wants to rip off of there. So what's holding this on? It just wants to rip right off this board. Jeez. Okay, well, that was a nice start. See, that made no change. Disconnect this one. We got our screen down here. So that stopped that completely. See anything obvious going on here? Not quite sure where to start with this. Let's look at this. This is interesting here. What is going on here? This looks like it's been messed with already. And what's going on here? What is this? There you go. Where are you? What is that? And what is that? You see what I see? I'll bet you any money somebody's replaced this. And this capacitor is floating around loose. Look at this. Now, I don't necessarily suspect that this would keep us from running. I bet you any money it went right there. And I see solder here. That's a very interesting find. Now, if this has been replaced, what was it? Because I can tell you there's not going to be a schematic on this, or a parts list. Come on. Okay, we're getting a diode junction. No diode junction. Let's reverse it. Okay, diode junction. Diode junction. Okay, what is this actually? We're getting... This is a little interesting, seeing a loose part floating around in there like that. Let's go back here. Probably get away with that. this up here. We might have to try and take all this out of here. Let's see what we're up against. I've got to try and get this back in here now. Okay. That's back in. Does that look good? That looks good. We're on here. Okay, so we're still getting that bump. Where it wants to turn on, but it's going right into overload. I guarantee that's what's going on here. Let's take a peek behind here. Something's calling me back here. Jeez. Well, it is made for a boat, isn't it? Let's see what all this good stuff is back here. If we go careful enough with this, I guarantee you we're not even going to bother this double stick tape. And we can put this right back the way it was. If it wants to cooperate with me. Of course it doesn't want to. Okay. Now, what do we got going on in here? Got any bulged caps? No, they look good. Here's our power in. So this becomes where it's fun trying to figure out what you can try and cheat to make this think it's on. And I still am a little curious about all this mess back here. I hate electrical tape. I hope we didn't pull all that out of there to find out that something goofy's going on down here. Well, unfortunately it's not, is it? Okay, that looks good. Alright, this is not touching, that's all clean there. We just got our power here and we can't do anything. That's soldered right in, so taking this out is not going to be easy. All this would have to be desoldered. GPS, RAM. And what is this that fell out? Well, this thing's all sort of full of surprises. You see this chip from somewhere? what's on the back of this port. Well, so far we got a capacitor and a chip. See what this thing says. And let's write that down. See what this is. Looks like it's brand new. Doesn't even look like it has solder on the legs. I suppose maybe. I'm going to put that with the capacitor. And I don't know, do you think this stuff would come out of this case? I don't think so. That's a project to get to the backside of this board. And I don't see anything out of place. Think they got enough screws on here? See, even the speaker looks like it's been unsoldered. Got another screen connector here. Be careful what we gotta do there. See, are all these things soldered in like this? Just like the way they do this.